Yo, guys, welcome back to the Touchliner. This isn't a podcast, though. It's just a video. It's a short
Oh,
video. Video
who
search?
let who let us cook? Oh my god. Just
Jeez.
just regular old YouTubers now. Interesting.
If anyone wants to know real YouTube, type in BMJC, Snapchat, FIFA, and it's not
You
there.
know that you know the thing, yeah. It is there, isn't
Oh,
it
is
not?
it? Nah, I think it's unlisted.
I'm pretty sure.
If you're interested, if you want
Oh,
to see this, message, leave a comment, and we'll give you the link. That's how it's gonna work.
yeah.
Exclusive links.
To all those people that leave comments, we'll give them to you.
It's to you. Anyway, today we are here to talk about what's become known as the Touchliner Derby. I didn't give it this name. Pat gave it this name. Shout out to Pat and his podcast, right? Because he started one. He was like,
Oh.
"That's the Touchliner Derby," and I was like, "It is." So here we are, Newcastle, well, United versus Newcastle at Old Trafford, Carabao Cup replay of the final from
Mm-mm-mm.
last year. I'm just gonna give you a little
Mhm. I
preview.
think it's time to go over our predictions, Mr. Naya.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
let's slow
Well,
down. Let's
well.
slow down first. Let's just rewind.
Mm.
Let's discuss the last one really quickly. You tell me what happened last time.
What happened last time? Well, to sum it up in like 20 seconds, United versus Newcastle at Wembley. Big game. It was a chance for Newcastle to win their first silverware for, what was it, 60? Is it 60 years at that? Or 50, 60 years?
Yeah.
United's first chance to get a trophy, first trophy in 6 years. And we came out victorious 2-0. It was a goal from Casemiro, good header. Rashford scored from a deflection, went over Karius because Newcastle were missing their first choice goalkeeper who was suspended, and Dubravka was cup tied. But it was it wasn't, I wouldn't say a close game, but it wasn't a one-sided game. It was just a final, like nothing amazing.
Yeah.
One team came out on top, and we won.
Bruh. True. You did indeed win.
We did win.
Moving on. What happened last time we played? Just remind me. Just in the league. What happened
In the
last
league, so the
time?
last time Newcastle played United, was at
Oh, it
St
was
James's
2-0.
Park.
Oh, it was
Okay,
2-0. That's
right.
what it was. Just
Interesting.
thought it just came back to my head really quickly there.
Right.
2-0, Callum Wilson, Joe Willock. Okay, sorry, I'm caught up
Willock
now.
scored.
Sorry.
Okay, so those are the last two games. Now, this game, it's a big game. How are you feeling? Are you confident? Oh,
Yeah, I'm good.
he's confident.
I'm dying. I'm
All right.
dying.
Are you confident for this
Still
game?
sick. Am I confident? No, both teams have a lot of injuries.
Yep.
Okay, you know, United, all their defense, all their starting defense are pretty much injured.
Yep.
Well, are they? Because Ten Hag came out and he was like, "Oh, it's a tactical decision to not play Varane." So what is it? Is he
I don't.
injured? Is he not injured?
I think it's a lie. He never says when a player's injured for some reason. I think Varane was
Yeah.
injured.
So
That's just my thought.
Newcastle, they've got Botman injured. They've got Barnes injured. Tonali's out. Isaac's injured.
Mm.
We've got a fair few injuries to our starting lineup, and a few knocks here and there. Like Joe Willock's only just coming back.
Yep.
So injury-wise, it's not looking good for us, but it's also like not great for you either. So it's not going to be 100% Newcastle. It's not going to be 100% United by any means.
Mm.
But
Agree.
with current form, you know, you'd have to be confident in Newcastle to beat United. You would. I think you'd have to, as a betting man, as a neutral, you'd have to say that Newcastle were the favourites, in my opinion.
I think it's more even than that. I think it's a Newcastle side that were in good form. They've dropped some points recently, and obviously, like you said, the injuries and the Tonali suspension. I think that's huge. I think that changes. Honestly,
Yeah.
losing Isaac and then losing Tonali, what, in the space of a week and a half, insane. That's gonna affect you now for the next few months. I feel. I don't think United are gonna walk over you, but I feel weirdly confident. I can't explain why. There's no reason for me to feel confident because we just got humped by City. But
Mm.
We could come into this game and do something because it's at Old Trafford. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna get behind the
Seven
boys. They're gonna hear me.
7,000 Jordan. Yeah.
It'll be
Gonna
good
hear you
though.
and record something for the Touchliner.
Yeah, you know what? I'll get a little snippet. I'll get a little snippet of whatever happens if it's the away fans, if it's us celebrating or you celebrating. We'll see. We'll get an exclusive, but that's our feelings towards the game. Now, what's your predicted 11? How do you think you're gonna line up? Not what you want.
I
What do
say
you think?
I can tell you exactly how we'll line up, to be
Tell me.
honest with you.
Tell me. Tell me.
Because me and Eddie Howe were on the blower earlier. Okay. We were talking tactics, as you
Mm,
do. And I said, listen, Eddie, trust me on this one. Pope, Trippier, Lascelles, Fabian Schär, and Dan Burn. You've got to play that back line. You've
okay.
got no options. And he went, no, but Ben. And I went, listen, mate, be quiet, right? Understand who you're talking to here. Okay. Then in the middle, I know it's a bit of a struggle, but in the middle, I would play Longstaff, Bruno, and Willock. I'm going to start Willock. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm just going to start Willock. And then if he
Interesting.
can't,
Okay.
and then take him off sort of halfway through the game, give him like 50 minutes, take him off, bring on Miley or Hall. Then going forward, Gordon on the left, Wilson up front, Jacob Murphy on the right. I don't want Almiron to start. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of Miguel Almiron.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, he's pissed me off recently, especially in that last game. Like he was just against Wolves, like he was just hopeless sometimes. Like him and Wilson together just can't link up. There's no link up there.
Yeah.
Like we're on the left, like Gordon and Isaac link up quite well sometimes, but oh my god, it's just hopeless watching that. Watching them attempt to link up. But anyways, that's my predicted 11.
Mm.
What about you, Mister?
There is two ways we can go about this. Are we going to rotate? Are we going to not? For me, I think because this is our most realistic chance at silverware, I think we're going to go fairly strong. So I'm going to go with Onana in goal. Uh, yeah, I don't think we'll play Bayern there. I think Onana in goal. Dalot, we haven't really got a choice. Varane didn't play in the derby, so if he really is fit, should be playing. Don't see why not. Maguire has been in decent form. I don't think he starts Evans two games in a row.
Mm,
Reguilon came off the bench, looked fine, looked sharp actually. So I think he'll be good on the overlap. That's what he does. I think he's been a decent loan signing so far. Amrabat, I'm gonna go with in the middle. We did take him off. There's been word about youth player Kobe Mainu coming back in. I think he might come off the bench. I don't think he's gonna start from the get go. That's a big ask. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he did. But I'm gonna go Amrabat. I think Mount starts, and I think Fernandez also starts.
over. Okay.
And
Amrabat,
then
Fernandez. No.
yeah, and I
Okay.
think Anthony will start on the right.
No
I
McTominay.
no McTominay. I think I really hope
Ooh,
we don't start
what's
McTominay.
cooking? Okay.
I hope McTominay doesn't start.
Thing is, when
Um,
you play Arsenal, you have to think about legwork. Your team's gonna have to do a lot of legwork. Can Bruno Fernandes do the
no,
legwork?
no, I don't
Apparently
think
do the
I put
legwork.
it on Mount. I think Mount's got the work rate, and I think it's time to try something different. McTominay can't carry the ball. At least Mount maybe defensively isn't as solid, but he can carry the ball.
Mm,
Um, yeah. So Anthony on the right because he didn't start against City, and I assume we're gonna play him against you. And I think he can try to do something against Dan Burn. Probably it doesn't matter who's there. Anthony's gonna do some step overs, turn around, and pass it to Dallin. Let's be real.
yeah.
And I think you have to start Garnacho. You have to start Garnacho. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
You have to do
okay.
it. Rest
Respect it, but
Rashford. Confidence
he
is
not
in
even
the
rest
ground.
him. He's just not playing well.
Yeah.
And players don't get like he doesn't get an exception because he feeds the homeless or
Yeah.
feeds the poor children or whatever. Sit on the bench, son.
Yeah.
It's ready for you.
It's true. Sit on the bench. You know, Garnacho is probably one of the children he fed. So good to
Yeah.
see this link up. And then up front, I've gone with Martial. I think we'll start
Oh
Martial.
god. Oh god, who let him cook?
No, this the thing is, this isn't what I want. This is what I think. I think this is what we're gonna start.
Oh.
I think we're gonna put Hoyland on ice because if we play him every week, he's gonna burn out, and he's a kid.
Mm.
Like, especially after that City game, do you really want to throw him into another big game? I personally wouldn't.
Do you know what Jamal Lascelles will do to Anthony Martial? His
Bro,
kneecaps turn to noodles. You understand this?
I don't think you
He'll
understand.
snap half.
When Martial hears the Carabao Cup music, something happens, right?
Okay.
I don't rate Martial, nor do I think he's gonna own your defense. I think he could score, like I think he's all right, but I just think it's more of a case of don't start Hoyland every game and don't burn him out. So let's play Martial.
I
He'll
think he'll
also
start
need some
Hoyland.
minutes.
I think he'll start Hoyland, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. I hope not though. I hope not. But he did take Hoyland off in the 70th, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah. What do you think? So next question. This game, how big is it? How big is the bearing of it on your season? Is it if you win, oh that's it, this is something we can use to get forward, or we lose, crap, we're not winning a trophy this year. Like what do you think?
Newcastle need to win a trophy this year. That's
Mm,
they don't need to, okay, but people are now going to start expecting you to win trophies.
yeah.
That's just how it is. So I think that pushing forward in these domestic cups like this Carabao Cup is really important.
Mm,
Like you need to be you've beaten City already. You've beaten the best team in the world. Yes, they made a lot of changes, but we played our second team, if not third team, and beat them. You know, scraped the victory, yes, but we take that. We smoke that pet pack all day. Do you know what I mean?
mm.
So now we have to play the winners of last year, the ones who beat us for it. This will be honestly, I think this will be do Newcastle win the Carabao Cup or not? I think if we beat you, we win it, to be honest. Because I think Eddie Howe will put all the eggs into the basket and go full force. I think the league is now I know he will say it's sort of everything's important, but in the back of his head he knows that trophy is number one most important thing. You're not going to get that in the league. All you need to do is qualify for the Champions League and or the Europa League and still get Europe. And you just want to put a good performance out in the Champions League
Mm.
for this year. That's all you need to do. You need to put a good performance out in the Champions League, qualify for Europe next year, and win a trophy. So that means that the Carabao Cup has to be the most important thing. That and the FA Cup. And the
Hmm.
FA Cup is way more volatile than the Carabao Cup. So I think that he's going to put full force into this. That's what I think, at least. So, you know,
Yeah.
I've been wrong before many times. So,
I think I'll mirror a lot of what you say, but for United, we do. This is going to be our only shot at a trophy, and we don't know how the league season is going to go. Are United going to pick it up and recover? Are we going to just have another season where we finish outside the Champions League spots? If so, you need to go for this trophy, and I don't see why he won't. He did it last year. He played the strongest team in every single cup game, and that's why they burnt out at the end of the season. But I think especially for this Carabao Cup, you go for it. Why not? You've got Newcastle at home. Like this is a big game. Nowadays this is a huge game. So get the fans up for it.
yeah,
Play the big names. Go for it. Actually look like you give a toss. Like not didn't look like it did against City. And recover. This is redemption time for that City performance. That was a disgrace. So you come and you attack Newcastle. I do feel like the winner might come from this game. I think it's highly likely because you've knocked City out
yeah.
now. Um so I think it's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be really interesting. What's your score prediction? How do you think the game's gonna go?
I think
Here we go.
genuine prediction.
Mm,
I genuinely think it's going to go to penalties.
okay.
Genuinely think
Okay.
because going away this season we've not been great. We've got a lot of injuries. It's going to be a scrappy performance from both teams. Man United don't even have a specific style of play right now. They don't even know what kind of football they want to play. Newcastle trying to implement a system that requires full fitness from all their players, but we don't have that right now. So I'm going to say 0-0. Newcastle win on penalties. That's my prediction.
Interesting. Interesting.
Now, what do you think, Mister?
Well, I think United against Newcastle at Old Trafford. This is a big game. Ooh, you froze. United against Newcastle. This is a big game. I think it's gonna be really close. I do agree with you. I don't know what we're gonna try and do. What I hope happens is we let you have the ball and we hit you on the break, because that's what we can do. And we know that even at our worst, we can do that to grind out results and get wins. So I hope we do that. And I'm gonna say 2-1 to United.
Clip it. This
You're clipping
receipt
it.
needs to be marked.
All
This
right.
receipt needs to be marked.
Listen,
Two
listen.
ones.
Yeah, 2-1. I don't think we're gonna dominate the game. I think you're gonna dominate the ball. Whether you take your chances or not is up to you. I don't know. If we let you have the ball and we sit, which I don't know, I hope we do, even though it's at Old Trafford. If we do that, we sit, and you try and cross it into Wilson, who's getting marked by Varane and Maguire. Don't think anything's gonna happen realistically.
Or Lindelof.
Now you see, I didn't put Lindelof in my team. I hope that guy. Oh, he's so bad. He's never been good.
Mm,
He's so bad.
you never know.
It's big though. This is a biggie. Obviously, we'll have bragging rights. Whoever wins will come on the next podcast with the cigar, smoking that
Yeah.
pack. It's there's only, what is it? Arsenal are in the competition. Liverpool, Chelsea, if you want to count them as the big Premier League teams, and you'd
Mm,
hope that they rest players and they get knocked out. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be an interesting one. I'm excited for it.
mm. Okay. Okay. I I am excited to get some live footage from the Old Trafford from you
Yeah, yeah.
celebrating celebrating your loss.
Oh, interesting.
Hold that. Um,
Clip it.
it's gonna be yes, I will. Here's the thing about Ten Hag. You know, now he's under pressure. Just
Oh,
saying,
true. No, it's true.
this game means a lot more than it did before. If he loses this game, now he's under 100% more scrutiny than he was before the City game. Because now you're losing to Newcastle and not the best team in the world. So
I don't know. I do. I disagree though. I think the games after this for you, the club are more important. But I want to win this game. Obviously, I want to come in here and laugh at you. So
okay,
this is,
okay.
this is how it
If
works.
we beat you, I will laugh in your face and
You're
I
going to
won't stop
anyway.
till the end of the podcast. I'm going to mention it every 10 seconds. Okay?
You're going to anyway. You're saying this like this is
Shush.
new.
Okay, be quiet. Shush.
Look at
Okay,
this
let's
guy,
just end it
man.
there. We've made our predictions. Let's just end it there.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay?
thanks for watching. And let's see what happens in the game tomorrow, because it's coming out on Tuesday. Leave your predictions in the comments, because you always comment, guys. Like,
Yeah.
subscribe, comment, follow. We'll see you in the next episode of the podcast in a bit. Peace.